I'm Lee Spencer with the RacinBoys, and I've tracked down Chris Windom. Chris, it looks like you've had more fun off the track than you have on in your first adventure in New Zealand. Talk about some of the things that you've done here.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of fun away from the track. We went and visited Waiheke Island, went to Rotorua, did the luge and stuff, and then we got to go out on a boat for a full day. So had a lot of fun. But like you said, the racing's been a little subpar for us. We just had a lot of bad luck, got caught up in a lot of wrecks and other people's mess. So you'll have that though.
It's kind of difficult when you come, over the pond, so to speak, in a big way, and then race with teams that you're just not used to. It kind of takes you off your A game.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge to show up and run with a bunch of guys you've never even seen or talked to before. But I was happy with our car speed the first couple nights, and we ran second at Bay Park and came back here and we won our first heat race, and then got caught up in a mess the second one and ended our night again. So, like I said, you'll have that. Every once in a while, it can't always be perfect at the racetrack. So we're looking to come back and rebound, though. We got 2 more nights here to try to make something happen.
Next on the schedule is Chili Bowl. Talk a little bit what your plans are for running the Chili Bowl.
I'll be with Clausen Marshall Racing at Chili Bowl, and I ran with them last year. We had a good run. We didn't have a good Saturday night A main, but I think obviously everyone's seen the speed in those cars all year, and they're right there with the Keith Coons cars and all the other good race cars that'll be there. So I think we'll be going down there to look for a win.
You haven't made an announcement as far as what your formal plans are for 2019, but I understand you want to run for the USAC Triple Crown. You've won the Silver Crown and the Sprint Championships, but to get that midget title would put you with a very elite fraternity.
Yeah, that's the plan. Obviously, it'd be awesome to try to go win all 3 in one year, but I'm going to be chasing all 3 this year and hopefully get that midget title wrapped up so I can say I'm a Triple Crown champion, and that'd be a pretty good feather in my cap.
It would be a lovely addition to the resume. Tonight they're honoring Brian Clausen. What did he mean to you?
Oh, man, I started racing with Brian when I was 14. I think he was one of the first guys I raced with in a Kenyan midget, actually. So, I've always kind of just followed in Brian's footsteps all the way up to where we are now, and he was always a fierce competitor, and, we were friends off the track, too. So definitely miss him, but, we'll race in his honor tonight.
And for those new to the sport, kind of like I am, give us a little background on how you got the nickname Big Daddy.
Well, it came from a video, actually, I made when I was younger in a Chili Bowl. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. Tony Stewart saw it and put it on his Twitter, so it pretty much went viral from there, and the name stuck.
Stewart has a way of doing things that stick, but, on to bigger and better things. You ran at the Gateway Dirt Nationals, and being a guy from St. Louis, what do you think the potential is for that event long term?
I think it can be a great event. Everything that they did there, they had it down pat. I mean, they sold the place out pretty much for as far as fans, and I know there was a lot of late model and modified fans there, but I heard a lot of great feedback. Everyone loved the midget addition to it. So I think it's just going to keep growing and getting bigger and bigger, and it'll probably end up being something close to Chili Bowl. It won't be Chili Bowl because nothing is, but Cody Sommer there and everybody does a great job, and I think I was pretty blown away from my first experience with it. So I think it's just going to keep getting bigger and better.
Well, from one St. Louis into another, I really appreciate how gracious you've been with your time over the last week or so.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.